Geometry Dash. Since the beginning of this game, the community always wanted to make the hardest level ever. Some of them got it, and others didn't get the chance. Today we are looking at some upcoming top 1 demons and ranking it by difficulty. This video is a remake of Norkbark's video, The Demons List After Firework. Original video and description. Just like Norkbark's video, the demons are divided between colors: red, yellow, green, blue and purple. Just a quick explanation before beginning. The levels divided by colors mean how much time I'm gonna take to be out. The red demons are the closest to being published and the purple are the furthest. These aspects include a level getting optimized, verified, or even decorated. Before starting, I will give a shout out to Pilha. He is a very skilled player and helping me with the list. He have beaten real hard extreme demons such as Acheron, Crimson Planet, and have progress on Torturous, Succubus Circles and many more. Go sub to him. Now let's start with the red class demons. We have 2 top 10 demons that are already rated. The first demon is Silent Clubstep by Sagat. Silent Clubstep is an old 1.8 level made to be a remake of an old impossible level Silent Club by Play11076696. Both of these levels were kinda forgotten, but years later got verified. The level has a very intriguing story, but I don't have much time to tell more, so I will put a link on the description of a video made by my friend Wopix, telling the entire history of the level. Being honest, I think this level is harder than everything on the red class, but since Cursed said it's not top 1, most of the community agreed with that. On this list, we are going to add Silent Clubstep at 3rd, above Succubus Circles and below Abyss of Darkness. The second rated level is Oblivion by Benji and more. This is the official Cognition sequel and, on my opinion, did it really well, taking aspects from Cog and redoing with Glow. I personally think it might get lower, but on my opinion it's harder than Torturous, and maybe even Hard Machine, so I would put it at 70th place, just above Hard Machine and below Arcturus. I would also add the Hallucination to the list, but I don't think it's worth it to the top 10. Now let's start with the real upcoming levels. The next level to talk about is Poocubed by Lisp, the 3rd level of the apocalyptic trilogy. Just like all of Crew's levels, this has a big chance of not getting rated, but I still include it here because it's a really fantastic and hard level. The song and decoration not usually common seen on the top 1 level, especially a kawaii future based with modern cartoonish design. Me and Pilha actually discussed about this if it's harder than Slaughterhouse or not, and in the result, Poocubed have been placed above Slaughterhouse, being the first level on the list to be at the top.
Now we have Cobwebs by Tycoon 9 Dice, not the verified one, the unnerfed version. A really epic level supposed to be the shortest top 10. At some point it was top 1 difficulty, but got significantly nerfed to be top 30. About the unnerfed version, it is going to be placed at 12, above Turfet and below Sonic Wave Infinity. The level we are going to talk now is Edge of Destiny, a remake of the unnerfed version of Blade of Justice. Made by EP Team and CD Music, it's probably the best top 10 coming to GD. I can't say how phenomenal this level is, so I'm gonna just add it to the list. I would place it at 11th, just above Sonic Wave Infinity and below Tartarus.
Now back to BGZ. Now we have probably the best joke top 1 level, the Rock House. The Rock House is a level made when Slaughterhouse became a trend of levels. What I can just say it's about drive, it's about power, we stay hungry, we devour, put in the work, put in the hours and take what's ours. I'm really hyped for this. It's of course going to be my favorite level came out this year. About the difficulty, I really overestimated it before, and I would add just above Edge of Destiny and below Tartarus. This next level is a real difficult one, not only in difficulty, but when I was researching too. I literally had to rewatch the showcase for 20 minutes straight because it doesn't look that hard. The level I'm talking about is Mayhem by Cherry Team. Mayhem is a sync-based level with a real great city theme. I would add it just between Tartarus and Hard Machine. This would push the legendary Tartarus off the top 10.
Now we have this unknown level, its name is Unknown. Originally made by Relane and redecorated by Dr. Kilber, this level features really tight wave parts, extremely hard cube timings and dark atmosphere. This level is one of the closest to get verified, Kyouki already have 94% and Cursed did 35 to 100. This would indeed be placed at 1, above poocubed. The next level is also supposed to be top 1, but Pilio actually got pointed out it's easier than I thought. The level we are talking about is Limbo by Mindcap and more. It's the hardest memory level and features incredible effects, designs and gameplay. I would actually put it above poocubed too, but with Pilio's help would actually be placed above Arcturus and below Firework.
And finally, the last level on the red class demons is Acheron is a Tartarus spin-off made by Riot and more. It isn't a remake or even a sequel, it's heavily inspired by Tartarus but with more blank colors. Both Wolves and Zoinks, the former and the actual verifier, died at 96%, only 4 clicks from finishing this beast. Featuring extremely hard ship parts, would push Unknown out of the top 1 and Slaughterhouse out of the top 3. And with this, we end the red class demons. Now we're going to the yellow class demons. These demons are probably going to take more time to be published. And if you think Tartarus out of the top 10 and Slaughterhouse out of the top 3 is insane, yeah it is, it's extremely huge. But harder levels are going to get introduced here. Let's start with the yellow class demons. The first level of the yellow class demons is Apocalyptic Trilogy by AP Team. The Apocalyptic Trilogy is a buffed remake of After Katabath, a combination of 3 extreme demons. 2 of them got the number 1 spot on the demon list, and all of them are already in the legacy list. APT features incredible lava designs and hell theme. On the list, we are going to place APT at 12, just above Hard Machine and below Oblivion. Oh my yo, Zimner can't even do Cataclysm Memory Part, what a noob. This next level is Corrupted Planet, an unofficial sequel to Crimson Planet. Fun fact, the full showcase of the decorated version was published while making the script, so I had the better chance to analyze the difficulty of the level. Featuring insanely hard ship and wave parts, we are going to place Corrupted Planet at 1, above Acheron. Okay, I need to talk fast now because this level is really short. The level we are going to talk now is Antares, the official sequel to Arcturus by Max. I was about to add little previews of the decorated parts to try making the showcase, but FNM0 forwarded to me, thanks to him. I originally thought it was going to be way easier, until someone reminded me of the dark decoration that will make it harder to see. We are going to place Antares at 8th place, above Sycophant Circles and below Silent Clubstep. Now we have Diabolic Clubstep by Savant, a remake of Satanic's Clubstep. This level is already verified in top 5 difficulty, but Savant want to make it harder than Slaughterhouse and now has a buff date, going to be verified soon. Also, it redid some deco to have more chance of getting rated. We are going to place Diabolic Clubstep just above Acheron and below Corrupted Planet at 2nd place. No, not top 1. This next one was supposed to be an impossible level, but people actually tried to make runs on it, and is now currently being verified. Sweeping Demon 2 is a level made by Temp with really fire music. It will be placed at the number 1 spot, above Corrupted Planet. We have now Cimmerian Shade, originally made by Sir Gillister and redecorated by Lisp and more. This level has the most experimental gameplay of all the levels on this list. It features really good block designs and effects. Cimmerian Shade would be placed at 12, just above Firework and below Succubant Circles. Now we have Yggdrasil by Lisp and more. This is a really fantastic level with lightning glowy design and kind of forced, I don't know, I need to read more about Nordic folk tales, I guess. This level is just phenomenal, and harder than it looks too. It would be placed above Sweeping Demon 2, taking the number 1 spot, but not for so long.
The next level is a Nemesis by Lime and More. A Nemesis is a remake and extension of a really hard 2.0 level at Thanatos, a former top 1 demon. A Nemesis features really glowy hell style and literally slaughterhouse. It will be placed above Yggdrasil. The level we are going to talk about now is Spectre by Xander and more. It's the official sequel to Zodiac, another former top 1 demon. Fun fact, it was the top 1 when BGZ joined the GD community. This level got its first full showcase not a long time ago and the decoration is great, but still feels kinda nostalgic. Spectre would be placed at 10th place, just above AOD and below Slaughterhouse. Now we have a level called Ruthless, a very underrated one. It's kinda sad that this isn't more recognized because the decoration and gameplay are so fabulous. I would place it at 21st place below Apocalyptic Trilogy and above Hard Machine.
Before talking about Eternal Night, let's appreciate the song for a second. Okay. This next level is Eternal Night by X-Electro. As of writing this script, Cursed was verifying this until he stopped and the decorations being revamped by 9 Dice and Ghost Vandalf. This level also has a pretty good sync, but is extremely hard. On my opinion, it's almost as hard as Death Corridor, but Pilia didn't agree with me. By the way, it is still harder than every level we mentioned to this minute. It will be placed at the top above a Nemesis. Now we have kyouki. I'm gonna find the current page. An extremely amazing solo level made by... I won't read that.
Demisio, Demisio,
Demisio.
Demisio, Demisio.
This level features insane timings and tide waves and ships. And probably till the published date of this video, I still can't believe this was made by one person only. Look like a mega collab of 10 people! The effects and block designs are so unique and beautiful. kyouki is going to be placed at 16th place, above Cimmerian Shade and below Succubant Circles. We have now Doom by Lisp. This is a really hard memory level, supposed to be top 1 to 15, while Tartarus was still at first. Currently, it's already verified and harder than Tartarus, but for some reason I think there might be a buff date soon. Without the buff date, Doom is going to be placed at 70th place, above Sumerian Shade and below kyouki. Maybe there's no buff date and I am just schizophrenic. And the last level of the yellow class demons is... Okay, I'm not doing this anymore. The level is Natural Disaster, not the revamped version. Stop updating the gameplay while I don't finish the video, come on! Natural Disaster by Gamma Rex probably was supposed to be an impossible level, but people actually liked it, and after Trust made the video about it, got popular for some weeks. I'm not a big fan of the level, but I kinda like it. Natural Disaster would be placed at first, above Eternal Night and Nemesis and everything. This would push the legendary Slaughterhouse out of the top 10. And with this, we end the Yellow Class Demons. Now we are going to enter the Green Class Demons. From now, the list is going to get totally insane. It's the biggest class of demons and the difficulty from here is absurdly enormous. These levels can take more months or even years to get verified. And if you think Slaughterhouse out of the top 10 is ridiculously, it's true, but things are going to get extremely hard from here. Let's begin with the Green Class Demons.
The first level of the green class of demons is Waterfall by Cherry Team. Waterfall is the official sequel to Firework, but, in my opinion, have nothing to do with it. Feels like its own level, at least before the decoration. It has a really incredible sync and cool gameplay. It will be at a 34th place, below Truffet and above the Golden. The second level is Ascension to Heaven, an extremely amazing level. This features insanely detailed sky theme block designs. It's also XXL, so the difficulty isn't densely packed. This was truly made in heaven, and whoever verifies this will go over heaven. Let's add ATH at 22nd place, above Arcturus and below Limbo. This next level is Shinigami by Felixram and Cherry Team. It got its first preview around 3 years ago by Tosh Deluxe. It features basically all the game modes and hard timings.
The decoration went from generic old 2018 style to generic new 2022 style.
Thumbs up! It's a 3.5 minutes level. Before, Shinigami was supposed to be the hardest level ever. On this list, we are going to place it at 34th place, above Truffet and below Cobwebs.
Okay, now to the top levels. We have now Abyss of Darkness 2 by Acheron and more. UD2 was first announced after Acheron verified the original Abyss of Darkness and got revamped after Cursed verified the actual version. AUD2 is basically AUD1 but with ambient lead echo. I'm not a big fan of the gameplay or even of the sound, so I got kinda bored adding here. Abyss of Darkness 2 is going to be placed at 3rd, above Nemesis and below Eternal Night. We have now Deimos by itshybrid and more, the official sequel to Phobos. Deimos is a real good level with gameplay similar to the original Phobos but better. This is one of my favorite levels of the entire video. Blitzer have 46 to 100 and 32%. On this list, it's going to be placed at 20th place, below Doom and above Sumerian Shade. Okay, Natural Disaster have been at the number 1 spot for a long time. Let's start with another one. We have now Azure Flare by Aiden. This level is supposed to be the hardest 9 circles level ever, but I disagree. This level features insanely hard wave sections, almost physically impossible. It's going to be placed at the top above Natural Disaster. We have now the Human Limit by Sneeze and more. This level was another slaughterhouse style when it was a trend. It has pretty good health deco. The level is the most clickbait on this list, by the way. It's not the human limit. It is going to be placed 6th place, above Yggdrasil and below Nemesis.
This next level is Gigachad House by Zeux and more. Before the decoration, it looks just like another layout inspired by Slaughterhouse, but after getting a decoration, it will look amazing, as good as the Rock House, trust me. About the gameplay, it's pretty much like Slaughterhouse but slightly nerfed. It will be added at 20th place, above kyouki and below occupant circles. Now we have a remake of a really old mysterious impossible demon. Element 111RG by Stormfly and more is a level from the Dead Element series, and it's kind of the Hell series but without Hell. Originally made in 2014 by Dark X, it got raided but then deleted. The layout is based on players' memory of what the level looked like, and that's why the gameplay is just cancer. But the decoration revealed is just phenomenal, and if you disagree, then 112.92.34.0 Element 111RG is going to be placed at 15, between Spectre and Slaughterhouse. We have now Ton 618 by Pook and more. The gameplay is really fast and kinda hard to read, but the decoration is so detailed and amazing. I just think it should focus more about space and the black hole. This level features really hard wave parts. It's going to be placed at first, above Azure Flare. This next level is Avernus by Bow and more. I don't know who, but someone said it was going to be the final top one. Like, what the fuck, that's so unbased. It's the antagonist of the Golden. Featuring cool level design and hard wave parts, it's going to be placed at 20th place, above antares and below silent clubstep.
Before talking about Disturb, let's appreciate the song for a second. We have now Disturbed by I don't know Link and more. It's another 9 circles level with extremely hard wave gameplay. Being honest, I don't have more to talk about this level, it's just another hard upcoming 9 circles. It's going to be placed at first place, above Ton 608. Now we have the Amethyst by I Missed and more. This level is inspired by the Golden, originally supposed to be the official sequel. It looks really great, the design feels really good with the song, and the sync, it's amazing. This level is just perfect. It's going to be placed at 24th place, above Gigachad House and below Occupant Circles. This next level is the Devil by Hero Zombie 80, an old and impossible level. It actually have a really good 1.9 style and I'm really fan of this. It kinda feels claustrophobic, not gonna lie. On this list, the Devil is going to be added at 10th place, above Sweeping Demon 2 and below Yggdrasil. And now the last 5 levels of this class. This one is Kratos by Tried, and Tried, maybe others. This is a joke level about Slaughterhouse and Occupant Circles trend. It actually looks more like Tried's decoration evolution though. It will be placed at 7th place, above Nemesis and below AOD2.
I don't know, it feels layered well and everything. I don't know, I like it. That's neat, that's really cool actually.
Oh my god, it's me! Now we have the Russian slaughterhouse, kocmoc. I probably should pronounce this as Cosmos, but I won't because funny, kocmoc. Kocmoc is another level made when Slaughterhouse became a trend of levels. This was probably the first remake if I'm correct. All the levels before were insanely hard, but you could at least breathe and blink. This one is a different case. If you enter the drop, you can't do those relevant things. This level features really good space style, but the wave is just unbeatable. It's of course going to be placed at first place, above Disturb. We have now What the Flop by itshybrid Shoutout. Okay, sorry, but I had to include some of my levels here. Thumbs up. This is a memory level just like Super Probable level or maybe Possible Thing. Featuring really hard ship parts, it's going to be placed at 2nd, above Disturb and below Kocmoc. Now we have Anathema by Necrodox, the sequel of Ren Event. This level has a lot of history. It has tight ship parts and really hard UFO timings. It's a really colorful level and features an insane amount of frame perfects, trust me. We are going to place an Anathema between Corrupted Planets and Sweeping Demon 2 at 15th place. And now, the last level of the green class demons is aquamarine. This level is the official sequel to Second Circles by Dr. Cuber. I think this level is really unoriginal, but the decoration is really good, at least the pre-drop in the last part. About the difficulty, it's just ridiculous. If you can't breathe or even blink on Cosmos, you can't even move your body or mouse wrong while playing, or else you're gonna die tragically. This placement might be debatable, but it would be placed above Cosmos at the number 1 spot. And with this, we end the green class demons. Oh boy, it's gonna take so much time to do it. We have been through more than 50 levels now, almost 70% of the Antares list demons. But there's still a lot of levels to talk about. The difficulty right here starts to get extremely impossible. Slaughterhouse is already out of the top 20 and will get so much lower. And now we're going to enter the blue class demons. Enjoy! The first level of the blue class demons is Deimos by gdskele and more. This was previously the official sequel to Phobos, till Hybrid made an entire different level. Today, this Deimos feels like a reimagination of Phobos if it was made in the 2020s. On this list, it's going to be added between Yggdrasil and the Devil at 14th place. This next one is amaterasu by itshybrid. This level is a buffed remake of Yggdrasil, another former top 1. This level features really harsh parts just like the original. It's going to be added at 20th place, above Acheron and below Diabolic clubstep. This next level is a scary one. Haha, gotcha. This level is Grief by Acid Cave and more. The prequel of Slaughterhouse, I guess. First of all, this level looks really boring, at least the layout. I think it abuses the wave game mode a lot, and the 2-player duos look just painful. But I just love repeating the second drop, it's well made in my opinion. It will indeed be placed at the number 1 spot, above Aquamarine. This next level is Basillic by itshybrid Shoutout. Yeah, another of my levels. This level is a remake of Zenvire's Silent Circles with different gameplay. Being honest, I'm really proud of the result and I'm decorating the layouts. It will be placed at 9th, between Eternal Night and Natural Disaster. And now we have Madrugahouse by itshybrid Shoutout, a Latin American version of Slaughterhouse. It has really hard wave parts, tight ship times and basically unfair cube gameplay. Come on, look at this, what the heck are these jumps even? It is going to be added at 1st place, but not for so long. Yay, my precious number 1 spot!
This next one is How Confusing Is the Level by Akuna-kun. It's way harder and way more confusing than Limbo. It's impossible to read the gameplay if you haven't memorized it at all. It's going to be placed at 1st, above Madrugahouse.
No, don't take it away from me.
This next level is Ego by itshybrid and gdskele. This one is so good, and it's not even decorated yet. Maybe because of the song. This level is XXL and features hard and fast gameplay. I think it kinda abuses the shake trigger, but it's not a big problem. On this list, it's going to be added at 15th place, below Kratos and above a Nemesis. We have now one of the most iconic top 1 demons. This level is Galaxy Collapse by Trust and More. This level is almost finished in decoration, but the verification is going to take so much time. If Trust is done nerfed, of course. If the nerfed version even gets verified, it's going to stay at first place for so long. On our list it's also going to be top 1, above How Confusing Is the Level of.
This next one is Centipede by Xander12 and More. This is a really cool 9 circles level. The decoration is looking pretty good and the gameplay doesn't feel that repetitive or boring. It will be placed at 7th, above What the Flop and below Cosmos. We have now Lightning Glare by Lisp and More. This is a real good 9 circles level with hard wave parts and cool deco. It got its final optimization update around a year ago. It will be placed at 41, above kyouki and below gigachad house. Continuing with some more 9 circles levels, let's talk about the UI. Downbase Incarnate by WestDX and More is a remake and extension of Downbase, but with way better decoration and fair gameplay. It will be added at 38th place, between Segment Circles and Antares. Oh no, a mashup, I can't handle this.
This next level is Silent Circles by Zinvar and More. This level had a big controversy after Zenny nerfed and verified it, then Cursed beat it in less than a day later and started buffing it to get harder than its nerfed version. Cursed dropped the verification, but the level still exists. On the list, it's going to be placed at 30th place, above poocubed and below Unknown.
I don't know, I'm kinda dumb, but I could put the last 3 levels on the yellow part, bro.
And now, the last level of the blue class of demons, the one above all, the one to dethrone Galaxy Collapse, is... okay, sorry. Return Zero by Mindcap and More. It's the official sequel to Limbo. About the difficulty, I'm really unsure about that, but as what I have seen, it's going to be more than 5 minutes long, and some parts are just way too hard to read while having a sane brain. It will be placed at first, above Galaxy Collapse, How Confusing Is the Level, Madrugahouse, and every other one. And with this, we end the blue class demons.
Some honorable mentions. Okay, some levels I actually wanted to add, but then I regret. There's not much to talk about this class. I would add Woodkid by Jakers and More, but this level always gets more and more buffed each year, so it's harder to know the real difficulty. Other one is actually Wave Trials. I think I don't need to say why I didn't add it here. It's just a big wave challenge. There's also P00P, but there isn't any redecoration or revamp, so it has a really small to no chance of getting rated. Also, there's some of my levels, I don't need to explain why I didn't add it. There's levels like Beast Mode, The Game, and Poltergeist Rematch. Also a kinda recent one, Eternal Silence. It's basically a nerfed silent clubstep but decorated. Together with it, there's silent clubsteps adjusted to update. Also The Young Geyer by Dorami and Mark, but after analyzing I noticed it has about Kiara's difficulty, easier than the Golden. Silent Dick Trust 2, why is this even a thing? would add also grains of sand, but come on, the chance of getting rated is really low, and also it's just a long consistency challenge. The behind to all the limbo all the next business line business so way fast robot so ship so ball as to ships so fast so how as ships so fast low slow robot in out so full take a break slow yeah fast kill away watch out fast next break right Nifl high Korean war unnerfed death corridor 2 but NickXD's already were fine bruh. And Saul Goodman by Ren 241 and more level from Breaking Bad. Also Warrow by X and Mar, this level is just made to be top 1 so it's kinda meh. There's also Desperation, why is it getting redecorated? Sakupan Circles 2022 too, there's also Orchid, and I Wanna Be the G by Kulak and GD Iris. This will truly be the most unfun memory top 1 ever. And also Scattered Faith, an unofficial sequel to Galaxy Collapse. And finally Moldation, but I think it's not supposed to be top 1, just another impossible levels list level. Now that we end with this extra class of demons, let's begin with the purple class demons. Subscribe if you haven't yet! After all the levels we've been through, you might think we've reached the human limit of difficulty. Unfortunately, the human brain always try to make something harder to surpass itself. It's the same with GD. Creators always try to make something harder, and harder to show it's possible. Welcome to the purple class, and the levels here are the hardest of the hardest. Don't worry, this is the last class, so you can stop listening to my walkie voice.
The first level of the purple class is Africa Circles by Linear GD. This level is another 9 circles with ridiculous fast gameplay. It was made in 2020, supposed to be verified by Tosh Deluxe, until he got a discussion with the creator and dropped the verification. Today, this level is really forgotten and rarely someone tries it. On the list, it is going to be added at 30th place above Unknown and below Acheron. We have now Town by Yun Studio. This is a scary hell-themed level with kind of sync-based gameplay. This is probably one of the best Capcom top 1 levels. Unfortunately, or fortunately, it's not the hardest one. It was previously supposed to be a top 0, even harder than Eternal Night, but in today's eyes, doesn't look that insane, maybe because it's trying to be fun, I don't know. My hardest is literally an easy demon, I can't judge that. On the list, it will be placed at 20th place, above the human limit and below a nemesis. Now we have it, the king of the top ones. We have now Orochi by Noble Boy and more. Holy freak, the second preview has almost 4 million views. This level is clearly a huge jump from Slaughterhouse, and even Acheron too. The last official preview was published around 2 years ago, and some gameplay has been changed since it. But it might also update the decoration, especially from the first parts. This level clearly has a lot of history, and its hype will never fall. On our list, it is going to be added at 16th place, between Abyss of Darkness 2 and Eternal Night.
And now we have Kugelblitz's Death Corridor. I know, a lot of things happened in 2022 about DC, but I will resume in a nutshell. Chaotic was bored of Kogo's low progress on his version, so he gave an older, nerfed version to Iced Cave, which is currently being verified. This version is around top 50, but Kogo's version is superior in every way. Deco, difficulty, and even enjoyment. It's literally a sea of imperfects. Kogo won't stop playing GD until he verifies his version. On this list, Death Corridor is going to be placed above Turn 618 and below Disturb at 11th place. We have now a 16-minute upcoming top 1, probably the biggest mega collab of all GD. This level is Misanthrope by Britannic 88 and more. Many more. As of what Nexus said, this level is the most ambitious project in this game. The gameplay doesn't look that hard at first, until you realize it's almost 6 minutes of extreme difficulty. The decoration is almost finished and the level is supposedly going to be split in 2 parts because of optimization. A killer miracle. Assuming that the level is not going to be split and be full XXXXL, it is going to be placed at 3rd, between howconfunsingisthelvl and Galaxy Collapse. We have now a sequel of a legendary former impossible level. This level is selling Clubstep 2 by Basillic. This was released in middle 2022, some weeks before the original got verified. It has metrics team, so has potential of being the best pre-1.9 teamed level. It is going to be placed at 2nd, below Return 0 but above a Galaxy Collapse. Return 0 have been at the top for a long time. It has very fast gameplay all through. Now imagine the fastest gameplay you ever seen, like speedrun or Mountain King. Now think on the opposite, the slowest gameplay. This one is Heliopolis. Heliopolis by Mindcap and more is a 0.5 feet top 1 with almost all clicks being frame perfects and 60 hordes only. It's really absurd to think this can be verified. It will be placed at the top above Return 0. Now we have the level, the one to dethrone every level, the real top 0 demon. This level is adramelech by gdskele and more. Literally 9 out of 10 clicks are frame perfects. This is absolute pain for anyone who plays, even on practice mode. Gameplay looks unoriginal, but at least Elon Musk is helping with it. On our list it will be placed at 1 because Microsoft Word can't place at 0. Oh yeah, this pushes Slaughterhouse out of the top 40, Acheron out of the top 35 and Cosmos out of the top 10. And the last level of the purple class, the hardest one ever, the one to be above all and everything. The last but not least is It's Bedtimes by danyko and more. This level's pure existence is to be harder than the top 0. Just watch some of the gameplay and you can see why this is at the top. It's 4 minutes long and under 2 teamed. Yo! It will be placed at 1st. And with this, we end the purple class demos and the entire future list. Wait, there's one more level. Its name is Buff Deadly Golden Quest for Apocalyptic Africa, the Lusmageddon Buff of Light 2, Rebirths Infinity X, 3-4 Ultimate Sakupan Wall, and stop minus 69! Thanks for watching this video. I know it's not the best speculation, but me and Pilia tried hard for this. Also, some special thanks to Fogito for narrating some levels for me, people from Unfixed server for giving feedback, Braden Milan, Videsh, Extreme 007, Cobb, Cloaks, Firework, Blue, The Real Gusta, Lars, Lisp, and Diggs. So much thanks to everyone who watched it, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Also check Pilha and Fogito 2.0 channels.